This college football picks week 7 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
This is Randy Cross. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Fucking shine box.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stuck in the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. I don't want to tease the reveal later in the show, but we have Arch Manning off the graphic.
Oh wow, you're right. We did for the Rhythm live read. Of course, Rhythm's been crushing it in college football picks and props. He has been removed from the graphic, Ryan.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, what are you gonna do? Turns out his uncle was the bad Manning, or his dad. His uncles were good. Dad was not good. I mean, look, I do the horse breeding, Sean. Sometimes you have great bloodlines and just. Some of them. Then you have the duds over here. So
suds and duds.
Yeah. I would say Cooper Manning is the donkey of the family.
Still, he's young.
Early.
He's still developing. He came in with insane expectations. I think is his biggest problem. Joining us on the line to talk all things college football from the College Football Experience, Colby Dant, aka Pick Dundee. What's happening, Colby?
Hey.
There he is.
How you guys doing?
I'd be doing a lot better if the fucking Vanderbilt commies could have covered that spread. My God. And I saw it coming a mile away. Pavia, God bless him, had 2 turnovers in the red zone. He took a shot, I think, at some point that seemed to rattle him. Him talking shit with Alabama clearly was in the back of their mind when they were looking to run it up. But there were so many chances to have, like, he just needed one more first down, or on a couple of the deep shots they took on that last drive, they almost got intercepted. They would have been too far away to run a play like that.
Stowers had a drop too. Stowers had a drop.
Yeah, there was a drop. Yeah. He had so many chances to cover that game, and then they don't. Okay, I was worried. Oh no, they're going to kick the field goal. Wait, they're not going to kick the field goal. They're going to run the ball on 4th and 2. All right, very easy. All you got to do is tackle them on 4th and 2, and the game's over. The motherfucker runs in for a touchdown. That after the Pittsburgh the week before, just so annoying.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess since we're doing this, Florida State electing to kick the field goal after I texted 30 seconds before saying we're gonna backdoor this thing.
It was a hilarious. Hey, we got a real shot to backdoor this. Fuck, just back to back text.
Them doing the right thing was a little unsettling.
Yeah,
it's college football, guys. We don't do the right thing.
I've been on both sides of the 2-score kicking the field goal, both benefiting me and going against.
For the record, that's the right thing to do. Somehow Florida State has an analytics team. Not sure where they hide that.
The same guys drilling the wells are the same guys doing the analytics. The sheiks know their analytics, Ryan. You got to find the petroleum. You can't just be drilling random holes. You got to have some math guys to tell you where to get that Saudi Arabia state oil.
My big regret from last week was just not just fading Belichick.
Oh, you're right. I thought there was going to be one last.
What are we doing?
Well, to me, it was not a pick of Belichick. It was a fade of Clemson, and that was wrong. It's so bad they canceled the Netflix whatever. So originally they were doing like basically like a Hard Knocks. Then they didn't do that.
I think it was going to be.
You're right. It was actually HBO. Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
And PFT had a great line, Tard Knocks for UFC. You can make your own jokes there for the Tar Heels. And then they were like, oh, we're gonna do our own Hard Knocks style documentary behind the scenes of the 33rd NFL team, and that I guess they've scrapped now as well.
The craziest part about the Hard Knocks thing is that Hard Knocks was like, we ain't dealing with this. Like they were the ones that walked away.
Well, they missed out on an amazing opportunity because if you have a documentary of the train wreck,
I think that was part of the problem.
Team,
they weren't being given any access. Just like how UNC hasn't posted anything about Drake May because he plays for the Patriots. Are you caught up on this, Sean?
No.
That's go for it. Going. Colby, go.
Well, I mean, I had known, maybe it was at media days or I don't remember where I had known that he was not letting Patriot scouts. Come to Chapel Hill, right? But this goes. I mean, I don't even watch the NFL, guys, and I saw Drake May's pass on Twitter, and I was like, God damn, that's a great pass, right? Like, you're just sitting there scrolling down, and the fact that they can't tout that as their own because he has that as like a thing. Like, you cannot show Patriot highlights. It seems pet. Like, all right, I understand. I kind of understand the scout thing. Whatever. I mean, it feels a little petty, but not allowing the school to like revel in what Drake May's doing right now.
It helps
insane.
You getting players drafted from your college helps you, showcasing, hey, you want to come play quarterback at UNC? This might be you, Drake May. That's what you want. That's what. If there is,
don't show the Mitch Trubisky stuff.
If there is any reason for social media for college football coaches, it's to promote your program and get kids to sign up to come play for UNC. Look what we did. We got Drake May, and now he's balling out for the Patriots. Well, you're just hurting yourself. You want the best quarterbacks to come to UNC. It's insane. I mean, I don't think it's going to make. It probably doesn't make much of a difference in the end, but being that petty just shows your priorities are completely crazy.
I think he's also going. I mean, he's walking.
And this has to be Jordan because
and he's walking right down the path of. I mean, we live in such a short cycle of information nowadays. He is legitimately walking down the plank of tarnishing his actual career, like this weird retirement bullshit. He's somehow gonna fuck up the fact that he's one of the greatest coaches of all time. Because he wanted to go because he met a 20-year-old beauty pageant queen who didn't even win on the plane and autographed her college book, and then maybe sat in on that college class creepily and wrote her notes.
Well, check what I just sent you in Slack. Get that up on the screen because
yes, sir.
One of the best trolling jobs. So Mac Brown, after he got fired, they said they wanted to go in a younger direction.
Of course.
Right? and then like Belichick got them to lower the grade point average for his football players. Also got a ton of money, and Mac Brown apparently had asked this, and they didn't do it for him. So he's like, "What the fuck, man?" He feels, but Mac Brown with a great trolling job. So happy for Drake. Fun to watch him win last night in Buffalo, like he did so many times at North Carolina. Love and always appreciate you, my friend. Keep it rolling.
Oh, that is an all-time troll job by Mac Brown. Who knew Mac Brown could figure out?
That's got to be his son, right? Like who's doing that? Who's tweeting that out?
The heart emoji is a little. I mean, again, college football coaches doing emojis.
Can I be honest?
Tweeting.
Mac Brown and Drake May look like there could have been a cocktail involved here.
Oh, they look pretty hammered.
Both look a little.
Some nanner pudding as well.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's insane. He's just tarnishing his legacy. He could have, after a couple of bad years with the Patriots, if he just retires and opens up Belichick's steakhouse, he's living the high life. He doesn't need any money. I get it. You still want to work, but man, he really just tarnishing his legacy. It makes him look like an idiot.
Well, here's the thing now, like, I tend to my thoughts were like, okay, the roster doesn't look great, but I was like, the schedule's so nice they could get to a bowl. I kind of anticipated there was a world where it could be bad, but I didn't think it would be this bad. I didn't think it would be this bad. Now there's a shot now that it's one and done, I think.
Well, I thought he'd be able to coach him up a little bit, and we're just not seeing any sort of. I mean, what was great about Belichick? He was a horrible GM for a big part of his career, but obviously he had Tom Brady, and then he was able to coach up the guys he got. So it's just wild to see him fall apart like this.
I mean, it's a completely different ball game, and the idea that you have some sort of
well, that's what they're saying is like a lot of the coaches were pissed at the way him and Lombardi came in. A lot of their opponents, I think the Athletic did a story on this. A bunch of the coaches have made it like a big time point to fuck them up because he kind of like belittled college football coaches by saying like, we're the 33rd NFL team. We're going to come in, and all those coaches, I mean, were said like, okay, you think you're so good at doing this with your fucking talent. Let's see how you do when you play us. So it's kind of become like a C-note game, I think, amongst the coaches to get your teams ready for those. They were, like I said, I think Feldman did an article on this.
I think also this is just, I mean, very in hindsight predictable that an old guy that was kind of living off the idea of having culture, which came from winning for a long time in the same building, goes to a new building and isn't able to replicate culture because you haven't won shit yet. And two, I don't think young athlete. I mean, look, what's the controversy in the NFL right now? Like Jonathan Gannon got a little too aggressive talking to Amari DiMercato after he fumbled the fucking ball before scoring a touchdown, and he gets fined $100,000 for it. He apologizes for his behavior. I mean, this is that you think Belichick's doing any of that shit? No.
I will say though, I like you didn't. When we watched Belichick our whole life, I never saw this big of a 180. I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about the distractions that have gone on.
Yeah, that's
because it's not a serious job. We joked it's a retirement gig. He's got this broad Jordan, who's essentially managing him. And if you want to, like, if we trace it back to the first known contact, which is basically when Brady, around the time that Brady leaves, right? That's when Jordan shows up, and assume that she's making most of his decisions because he's like, fuck it, I'm just having sex, whatever she wants to do. Happy wife, happy life. I'm shirtless at the shore. You want to do a college thing? Well, let's go back to college. It's great. Let's do that. That'll be fun. It's never been a serious job. He hired a guy, no disrespect to Mike Lombardi, but he hired a guy who had been out of work doing the thing he was hired for many years. He was a talking head on a shout out to VEASAN, and he had kind of made his name as a shit talker. More like I couldn't tell you what he actually did. I know he did some stuff for the Browns
as a GM in the NFL
many years ago, though.
Yeah, and
so you bring in that guy.
No, he's not. He wasn't plugged into the college recruiting,
which
game
is like that's the kind of, which obviously North Carolina has those guys. You always have those guys in assistant positions, but this is very predictable
because North Carolina made a major financial commitment. Such to the point, I was at ACC basketball media day today, that it was a very common question, I think, to Hubert Davis, because he had made comments on that.
Belichick's taking all your money.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So like North Carolina did as much as you can say he's not taking it serious. Maybe there's validity to it. I don't know. But I can tell you this, the school took it serious by the amount of money they threw in.
I mean, they took it so serious, they put an out before the contract even started. Like that was a mutual out before the 2025 season even started. There's no buyout, and there's another out at the end of this season. I think both parties realized this could go either they both realized it wasn't serious, or they both realized it could be very short lived. Maybe on the North Carolina side.
Well, but I mean,
you don't put that out in if you think it's.
In fairness, we have seen programs turn it around quickly in the NIL era and doing the transfer portal. Obviously it's a huge miss, and the guys he brought in, the players he paid, it's just a complete disaster. and there's no like chemistry. These guys clearly aren't playing for him. They're all a bunch of mercenaries, and there's no cohesion. So it's going to be a long rest of the year for him.
What do all the teams that have had rapid success have in common, or relatively rapid success? They have a coach that understands their system and what type of players work in that system. I think if you he
doesn't have a college system.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's the thing.
But if you just get the best guys, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
But if you know that you need your linebacker to be able to do X, Y, and Z, and that you need safeties that can do this, you can very easily plug holes. And I think, if you focus too much on the actual, like, let's just get the best players and pay the top dollar, you better you better have some clue of what you're doing. And clearly, the distraction of Jordan is hilarious.
Yeah.
Considering
he was known for a guy
career.
who didn't put up with any sort of distractions. When Edelman, shout out to Moneyline Mac saying Belichick wanted to go back to college. Respect. Moneyline Mac is sending that comment in. He's got to keep it down. The RA is going to get mad if Mac is out too late. So
Mac's got to take some credit so he can get back in the dorm room. That's the real move.
Hi, I'm your RA, Moneyline Mac. No chugging after 2 a.m. Mac as a RA would be awesome. Just him. I love following Mac online. Great follow. Just him hammered in different hole in the wall bars, spinning drink wheels, rocking his shades indoors. The USA hat. Hey, here you go, sweetie. Let's get a photo.
He takes a photo of the bar on the outside first. It's like your run of the mill, like
McSurley's. They got 2-for-1. You call it's on Tuesdays. Max is going to be down there.
I think we might.
Mozzarella sticks are half off.
We kind of had an idea for the next Patreon episode, but I think we might have to do Mac goes back to school episode.
It's the title's right there. Mac to school. I mean, come on, that is a great title.
My God, I mean, I think I would say it's the number one thing that I've been commented to about from random people on the internet in the DMs that has nothing to do with this show. It's usually like, man, Mac's really living it, or is everything all right with Mac?
It depends. Yeah, it depends what stage in life you are. How you view Mac's decision to go back to college is it's kind of.
I remember the last time I was living like I was at college, and I mean, nothing healthy was occurring in my life other than the small amount of time I was exercising.
All right, let's. We got a good slate here. After we got all our bitching out of the way, of course, we're brought to you by mybookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. Get in over at MyBookie. Use that promo code SGPN. Pavia, no need to replace him. Still a dog, even though he didn't get the cover. Talked a ton of shit. Still love you, Pavia. Score 100% bet back bonus up to $500. Terms and conditions to apply. But mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Early cash out, faster bet settlement. Again, they just have it all. The MyBookie money bag is a fun, wild ride. Highly recommend it. Available in a ton of places. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime over at mybookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig. Look at these prices. You get some sweet, like reduced juice. Highly recommend it. It is a great time. A bunch of great offerings. Use that promo code SGPN. Spend $5, get $50 when you download the Novig app. Eagles. If you're looking to bet a little NFL, -6.5, -110. Not going to see that in a lot of shops. So if you like the Eagles Thursday Night Football, download the Novig app. Use the promo code SGPN so they know we sent you. Novig, promo code SGPN.
Worth noting with Novig, they're also on pretty much all the betting screens that I've been dabbling with lately.
Well, honestly, it's one of the reasons I reached out to them and got this going, because I look at the odds screens and consistently Novig had the best prices. Yeah. So I said, hey, our guys like great prices, and sweet promo code. I've been using it here in California. Great option. Highly recommend Novig, promo code SGPN.
I was looking at the demographics. I think some of our audience might like Vig. A little bit of vig on the side.
All right, there you go.
I don't know. We'll see. Not all of them are all no vig guys. All right. Anything else you'd like to get off your chest, Colby, before we proceed?
No, I think. Well, I'm excited for the return of Road Rash Face, and we saw Ed Orgeron. Ed Orgeron was at Grambling today, giving a great. The photos were quite hilarious. He's trying to get back in college football, and frankly, I can't wait. If Belichick does get fired, I'm assuming they'll go the younger route with Orgeron.
Well, if they were tired of a philandering head coach who likes young women, Ed Orgeron might not be the replacement they're looking for.
He's a little younger. He's about 10 years younger.
Well,
right?
hold on a second.
True.
You think Coach O's going to let a woman tell him what to do like Coach Belichick's doing right now?
That's a good point.
Yeah, Ed O doesn't seem like a guy who's pussy whipped, so maybe a little different power dynamic.
He's one of those people I would like to meet in person. I just want to
100%.
feel the like handshake that turns into a slap. And
it's got to be
over.
It's got to be one of the most powerful handshakes in America.
He told a story on Pardon My Take where he was in Utah recruiting some defensive linemen, and they cleared out the furniture in the living room, and he got down, and they were doing pass sets against this guy. He just seems like he's down to get frisky at all times. Virginia Tech has an opening.
How does he not have like a respectable job? I mean, the guy won a national.
He didn't want one. He's living in Miami. 2 of his kids are on the staff at Miami.
Okay, yeah, so maybe he's living the life.
I think he's. No,
he said he wants to get back into coaching.
No, he does now. But the last couple years, as he put it, he was making sure his kids are all squared away.
Ed O taking a gap year. I just love the Ed O. I'm gonna get back into painting. Like, what is Ed O doing?
He said it was a dream situation.
He's just such a football coach.
When Cristobal went to Miami, I guess there's a connection there. He was able to get his kids on the staff and come and live in Miami.
Yeah,
which I've seen him be at beaches, like whether it's the Bahamas, whether it's Cancun.
The video of him jogging shirtless is great.
There's multiple. I mean, that's just his thing. He doesn't wear a shirt. He's not a shirt guy. All right, let's get started because we have multiple weeks. We're not talking Wednesday, but if you're catching this early, there are even Wednesday football games now. Shout out to college football for seeing an opening in the schedule and attacking it. You're only competing with secondary sports like baseball, and somehow hockey's back. Thursday night, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to Nolens, where East Carolina is catching 7 points against Tulane. Let me bring up the Slide Masters. Beautiful slides.
I am an East Carolina fan.
We know, Colby.
One more time.
I am an East Carolina fan.
Tulane minus 245. East Carolina plus 210. 54 is the total. Where are we at with this team, Colby?
Yeah, look, we have a gimmick offense, but it works against AAC schools. So, we're going down to New Orleans, and
so you're back in.
I mean, look, as much as I could be, give me the points. ECU money line.
Wow.
All right, I still hate the offense, if it makes sense. But
barely
a little cha. Well, it's always interesting to handicap Colby because when he turned full turncoat and taken Army, and I'm like, yeah, this ECU team sucks. I'm with you. Let's go Army. And that was just a horrible pick. Sold out me and all our listeners down the river for your vengeance against the ECU program. Now he's split in the middle, Kramer. I don't know how to get a read on Colby because he's saying, I guess take the 7 points, but you can hear it in his voice. He hates the team.
Yeah, he does. Well,
how about this? How about this? Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss beat Tulane 45-10.
Yes.
ECU's offensive coordinator is a Lane Kiffin guy. So, I mean,
that's a good handicap.
Yeah. I in spite of Colby's handicap, I do think ECU can probably hang around with this Tulane defense. The advanced numbers, the thing that slightly concerning is ECU's EPA per rush, but Tulane's not great at slowing that down. ECU's defense, you look at the advanced metrics, Ryan, is pretty good on stopping the run and pass, at least efficiency wise. We'll see what Retzlaff does against them, but I guess you got to take the points here. 7 is a lot against this Tulane team.
Yeah, this is one where you got to be careful with the advanced numbers because they would lead you to wonder why ECU is a dog.
Yeah, that's also true.
And I think it's hard to adjust this quickly in NFL, let alone college football, with the crazy variance between teams. Before we all select ECU. Do we want to talk about this version of the ECU Pirate that Colby has on the screen? YouTube.com/sports gambling podcast. Looks like a guy hanging out in West Hollywood on Halloween.
I would say this: if a man,
you going to the Gold Coast, buddy?
Wait, and the Pelican on a surfboard?
The Pelican on the surfboard's great. It's
that's
classic.
pretty solid.
It's classic college football.
That.
The ECU Pirates head looks like a nutsack. Look at that with the wrinkles.
And then the
it looks like
the
something.
The chin.
If you're in sex ed, you would doodle like an eye patch
Mr.
on.
T.
And be like, this isn't a testicle sack. It's a pirate. And look at that. Look at that chin. I mean, this is a human sack. Am I crazy here? Just the wrinkles and the color of his skin.
It just screams West Hollywood Halloween. It just doesn't look like a pirate that's going to be like, I don't know what kind of pillaging this pirate will be doing later.
I am an East Carolina fan.
All right, Colby.
Wait, so we're all going to just take ECU like that? Let me look at the betting splits.
Kramer, you got to take Tulane.
If they're a public dog, I want to stay away. But what are the betting splits?
Oh no, I would say looking at the combination of the circa, which I would imagine early bets there are sharp, and DK, which is this very much looks like a pros versus Joe's game at DK. So. ECU looks like the right side.
All right, I'm on ECU. Let's go.
And I would say bet this now. It based on the market, it looks like it's headed towards 6.5. All right. Friday night. Colby, I'm assuming just doing this to appease you, Sean, but we're talking about.
I really did because there's a game I hate on this.
All the Friday night games.
It's not here. This one's fire.
Friday night football is keeping me afloat. Yeah. Like honestly, some of my picks have been dog shit, but the money line dogs, especially on Friday, have been keeping me alive, baby.
Well, and you just happen to be in Vegas for those betting the most.
And then when I'm in Circa, I amp up my unit size. So Friday football has been saving me certainly.
South Florida heads to Denton, Texas, take on North Texas, who's a 1-point home dog. Some more great logos here on the video version. -104 on the money line. South Florida -116. 67.5 is the total. Colby.
This is, I mean, honestly, since ECU is undefeated in the AAC right now, and Tulane is as well. These are gigantic games because it seems like the AAC, with the way South Florida beat Boise and they have, I think they have 6 Power 5 wins this year. They're getting the playoff spot. It's pretty unless a team goes 12-0, which Boise's already got 2 losses. UNLV, I guess, and what not even Old Dominion. UNLV and I think that's the only option, right? Who the hell else is undefeated? So it's probably going to be one of these teams in the AAC, whoever wins the conference. Navy, South Florida, North Texas, Tulane, ECU, Memphis, whoever can get to the championship game and win that thing. So these games are gigantic. This is you can make a case. This is actually like the biggest game of the week as far as just playoff implications.
Colby is back.
I'm on North Texas though, dude. This is so South Florida. You got to start thinking Galesh. You wonder if his phone rings because the Arkansas job's open, the Virginia Tech job's open.
Yep.
You know that, like, you got to worry about that. And then they don't have a history of playing North Texas. I mean, they've played them technically in their history, but not with Alex Galesh. So I think it's just a far trip. This place is probably going to be super lit for this. And then one of the things I like is North Texas. We knew they could score a lot of points with their head coach Eric Morris, former Mike Leach wideout. They went out, interesting approach. He went out and basically told Sam Houston State's defense, which was awesome last year, hired their DC and brought over 9 of their starters. So that's why they've been able to figure this out. The offense is good. The defense is really good. So I'm going to take North Texas at home. Let's go.
This one's tough because, man, I love that Byron Brown kid, and South Florida was coming up huge. Like their only loss is to Miami. They've played some big programs. They beat Boise State. What were their other wins? Like they have quality wins.
Florida, they won at the Swamp.
Yeah, you're right.
Where Sarkisian said, it's hard to win at the Swamp. But I was looking back at Florida's record the past 3 years. They're
Byron Brown did
500.
Yeah, and Miami put it on them, but then I don't know. They blew out Charlotte. Like I feel like
spread tells you everything you need to know in this one.
Really, that North Texas is the play.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, and if you want to dive,
North Texas is playing great football, and I don't want to fade them here as a small home dog in Apogee Stadium. Is that how you pronounce it, Colby?
Apogee, I believe.
Apogee. Biff Apogee. I will go with North Texas, but I'm a little scared. I'm not going to be locking this up because Byron Brown can make you look dumb betting against him. So I'm with you guys. Give me North Texas, but Kramer, it sounds like you're on them as well.
Well, yeah, and I think this is one too, where if you look at a lot of the numbers, not only has North Texas been good, but they probably should be better. They've been dreadful on 3rd and 4th down, which, as we know, Sean, not a general indicator of what is to come. Your early down successes, which they are one of the top teams in the nation. So, and shout out to Coach Leach, been doing some work in the Discord, working with him closely.
Oh, nice.
He's been very aggressive towards people lately. If it was the NFL, maybe he would have caught $100,000 fine for being mean to a player.
And shout out to Centenary College in Louisiana. Robert Parrish, the former Boston Celtic great, went there. But they reinstated their football program. They're at the D2 or D3 level, and they hired Hal Mummy, who hired Mike Leach's son.
Very
Hal
good.
Mummy and Leach are back, baby.
Great combo.
Former guest on the program. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm on. Yes, all on North Texas. Additionally, Sean, the betting splits would have you know that this is the pro side of this one. All right, next up, another one that we'll get to get paper tickets on. Going to start a little before our show on Friday night on VSiN. Fresno State heads to Fort Collins, Colorado. Very fun town. Colorado State 6.5 point home dogs plus 220 on the money line. Fresno State minus 260. 47.5 is the total. I like how Colby adds the Easter egg of where the game's being played or some knick-knack. He's like an old lady with knickknacks all over the place. He's leaving knickknacks all over his slides. Colby, are we taking the home dog in Fort Collins here?
No, they're terrible. No, they should be winless. We cashed on them with San Diego State.
Fading them.
They should be winless. Honestly, Northern Colorado should have beat them. It was a terrible call by the ref on a deep pass where they would have won the game. I thought Norvell would be fired this week. I really did. And I just wonder where that team's at. I think there's a chance of rain in this game, which makes me like Fresno State even more, because Fresno State, to quote Matt Entz, when I interviewed him at Mountain West Media Days, he came over from North Dakota State. He's bringing the fullback back to California. And you can tell when he said you can't get enough fullbacks on your team. And they're currently, they very committed to running the ball. I'll say that they're not, right. 56 in the nation, but at Fresno State, which has kind of been a passing school since I can remember, since the 80s. This is a new development, and I'll take my chances. And if it does rain, but either way, I just think Colorado State's a dumpster fire right now.
So I'm with you. I think Colorado State's horrible, bad, very bad in the Mountain West, and Norvell has not been good in this situation as a home dog. 4-4 ATS, but 1-7 straight up. They don't get up for these, and that's a lot of those were like previous years when they were a better team. This team is horrible. Fresno State, smash it. Much better team.
A couple things. One, everyone is betting Fresno, so be careful. But it's very predictable, right? And the spread still hasn't hit 7. But I would say that Y hasn't even fired yet. His buyout is reportedly it would have been 1.5 million, but potentially was restructured and is only $750,000. Why have they not fired him yet?
I don't know. I know that they're going to the Pac-12 next year. Maybe you wait and make that part of a PR thing. I mean, look, I don't.
You can still hire a guy later. It just seems like this in college now. You got to do it as soon as possible.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised how bad they've been this year. I mean, I thought I didn't like the team coming into the year, but I think they'd be this bad.
I also think we're now fully in like the NBA culture has hit NBA/AAU culture has hit college football to where some of these teams you have to fire the coach because the players have actually quit on him. Yeah, I'll take Fresno with you guys.
Fresno State -6.5.
6 p.m. Another 6 p.m. kick here on the West Coast. We're headed up to do some beautiful sailgating in the Puget Sound as a classic Big Ten rivalry. Rutgers and Washington. Washington laying 10.5 here, -415 on the money line. Rutgers +335. 59.5 is the total. I don't know if we have a trend on this, but I can't imagine Rutgers playing this game on a Friday night is a good situational spot for them.
Oh, actually, I like Rutgers here, Colby. But before we get into it, why were you yelling on Twitter at the Rutgers truck that was going across country and they took a photo of them driving through Montana? What were you just mad at them at that they're playing in Washington? What was the? Or why were you angry at the truck photo?
This is a stupid game. All right, this is an NFL game. This is dumb. I was gonna say that this is in that scene in Rudy where Vince Vaughn throws the HB toss pass and disobeys the coach, and he comes over to Rudy and he goes, "That was for you, Sean. Friday night, this is for you, buddy.
Rutgers,
because this
baby.
wouldn't be making my card. This would not be making. This is a shit game.
Yes."
These Fox execs, bad enough they put Rutgers and Washington in the same conference. Then they say, guess what we're going to do to these pricks? We're going to force, look, they're so hungry for football on Friday night. We're going to give you Rutgers and Washington. Stupid game. Yep. Very, very stupid game.
I love it.
Easy money.
I love Rutgers here. This is a massive look ahead spot for Washington. This is when Schiano thrives as a road dog. 13-6-3 since he came back to Piscataway. 8-14 straight up. I think Rutgers might be live. They are very desperate, and they've been good at putting up points. I think they can hang around. The 10.5 I think is good, but I think they're live on the money line. So all over the Rutgers. I love Rutgers. Colby, what are you doing?
They've played once at Rutgers or at Washington. They lost 48-13. I'll trust that strong trend, and that makes this a rivalry game.
You guys are you guys are crazy. Rutgers is going to show up for this game.
What do you mean we're crazy? Also, I mean, Rutgers does host Oregon next week.
They don't have the ability to look ahead. Washington's a team that's looking ahead.
I think hosting the top 5 team in the country is definitely a to-do in college football. So, I mean, I appreciate
you can't look past the game where you're a 10.5 point underdog.
I'm just saying,
and you're
Washington playing Michigan,
guy who loves covering as a dog on the road.
Washington.
This is why he's the fucking coach. He's a made guy.
A road game against Washington.
You're gonna have a light envelope if you don't cover against Washington. You guys are crazy.
A road game against.
Hey Sean,
the reason you can't bet on college sports in New Jersey is because of what Greg Schiano does. This is their smash spot.
You can,
Sean,
for the record, you can bet on college football, just not on Rutgers.
Yeah. Why do you think they did that? Because they're trying to get cleaned out.
Just remember, that was for you.
Thank you.
That's my Rudy. Remember my Vince Vaughn.
That was for you, Rudy.
Best of luck, Sean.
Thank you.
Alabama. All right, let's head over to Saturday, 9 a.m. on the West Coast, heading to Columbia, Missouri for what to me looks like an obvious fade spot. Alabama laying 3 on the road after a solid performance. Missouri +130, 51.5 is the total. Colby busting out the very strange Missouri Tigers logo. That looks like a biker version of a tiger who somehow got into a marching band uniform and is now running a football.
Those eyes, he's on acid too. But
so there's a lot going on there.
Guys, okay. This is a dangerous one, but so Missouri has yet to play a road game.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Alabama's played two good teams in a row, and Missouri's undefeated. They might be good. We think they could be good.
Yeah.
You don't really learn until you hit the road, but I'll tell you this. They averaged 292 yards on the ground. Alabama's got the 87th best rush defense in the country. I'm on Mizzou. I think Mizzou's going to storm the field, but I just wish I knew Mizzou. Like if Mizzou had hit the road, you'd kind of know what type of team they are. They could be fool's gold, but I'm going in on Mizzou. 3 straight hard games. Mizzou gets it done. I'll tell you this: Missouri's defense is actually legit. I buy into it. I have no idea if the offense is actually really good.
This just feels like, yeah, to your point, Colby, this feels like a game. And this is when Drinkowitz thrives. He is 9-3 ATS as a home dog in his tenure. They've been pretty good ATS in conference. They're coming off a bye. They've had 2 weeks to prepare for this Alabama offense. This is a great spot for him.
It's also it's a weird road trip that Missouri travel. And like Colby said, there's a glaring matchup thing there. And I still don't know. Like this is not this, like the defense for Alabama is not some physical defense. And so the idea that Missouri could kind of continue to do what they've been successful at, which is run the damn ball. I'm this Smash. All day. And Smash. Like Colby said, they're coming off the road win against Georgia. And then what clearly was a big win for them against Vanderbilt.
And what has DeBoer's problem been at Alabama? And look, I took them to win the Natty this year. No, it's the games that you think are all of his losses to me are the ones that you think that they're just going to. You
get Tennessee on deck. Come on. I mean, this is the same guy that redecorated Nick Saban's beautiful mahogany office and turned it into a T-Mobile fucking. You've seen those pictures.
I know, but you're so hung up on the redecorating.
I can never get behind this.
For a guy who has no decorating instincts or opinions, it's funny to have such a strong take on the redecorating of the
fucking
office.
Alabama. We don't need it to be that progressive. Ohio State, Illinois. We're heading to Champaign. Another 9 a.m. kick here on the West Coast. Ohio State laying 14.5, minus 670 on the money line. Illinois plus 500. 50 is the total. I'm not even gonna, Colby's just using like a child's drawing of football players now. Not even getting.
I want to play football.
Yeah, come on. All right, so been all over the place with this Illinois team. In fact, making the mistake of taking them against Indiana resulted in me having.
Shout out to our Indiana friend who sent a nice souvenir. I didn't get anything for the Iowa cover. Just Illinois. I don't know. The Iowa cover stuff must have got lost in the mail.
Should we? I'm going to read the note real quick.
Sure.
Sean and Kramer, you guys did such a great job handicapping this game. Thought you deserved a. And I think instead of writing Sylvanier, he wrote Souvenir.
Okay.
Fun fact: Indiana.
Our audience is not into spelling.
I'm
fact: also bad at spelling.
Indiana holds the all-time record for scoring most points against the top 10 team. Let it ride. That was very nice. Now we have another towel for the office, which is really important.
Can wipe my ass with it.
Oh wow! I mean it's a white towel, Sean. Not
one-time use.
Very. I'll leave it up here.
Colby, what are we doing in Ohio State? Laying 14.5 at Illinois. I like Ohio State a lot here. This feels like a smash spot. Illinois is pretty soft defensively. What are you doing?
I'm going to take the Illini, and I think, the line is telling you to take Ohio State, but
no,
the teams they played, I just don't know because Texas is terrible. Texas has yet to beat a Power 5.
Yeah.
Washington was down 20-0 to Maryland last week in the fourth quarter, and then scored 24 unanswered. But you wonder how good Washington really is. Now, I mean, they're good enough to fuck up Rutgers, but you just wonder if they're a good football team, right? Minnesota is not good. I can tell you that. I watched Cal beat them down. They have a true lawn chair quarterback. So Ohio State's looked great so far. You can't say anything bad really about Ohio State. But I also think there could be a world where they just haven't played great competition here. So I'll take the 14.5 with the Illini. It's at home. This place will be ready to storm. I don't think they're live to win it on the money line, but I think they can cover this thing.
Yeah, I'm with Ohio State. I think if you give up 63 points to Indiana, I'm fading you.
Well, that was on the road.
Yeah, but still, I don't trust this Illinois defense to slow down Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to get up early and just beat them down. They're a much better team
at home. I'm with Colby. I'm going to take the points here. I think that at home they've not really played. I mean, the USC was an impressive win for my money, and I always a good reason to fade Ohio State. And remember, the same reason I took him against Indiana. Bielema feels like he's got the most physical offensive line in the conference. So time to put up or shut up. Pittsburgh heads down to Tallahassee to take on Florida State, who did the right thing and cost us all a little bit of money. 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Florida State laying 10 -370 on the money line. Pitt +305. 57.5 is the total. Apologies, Saudi Arabia State. Misread that. And the Pitt Panther on the screen looks very unhealthy. Maybe found in a container ship that was floating over from China. Colby, where are we at with this Florida State team? Last week was they got their ass beat. The score was a lie.
I think we need to talk about this because when you go and hire a team of mercenaries, to quote Green there, who said that earlier with Belichick, Florida State did this last year, and you wonder where they're at because they have 2 conference losses now. It's very unlikely that they're going to play for the ACC championship, considering Georgia Tech, Virginia, and Miami are all undefeated and they don't play each other. So I think and Virginia has the tiebreaker on them. So Virginia would have to lose 3, essentially 3 times. So you wonder the buy-in there. Pitt they started a freshman last week, Mason Heinschel, and he balled out. This will be his first ever road start.
Yeah.
But I still think it's a nice matchup. Like, I just wonder the buy-in on Florida State. And then that game, that was a crusher. That was a dream crusher spot for them. And Narduzzi's defense, I think, against a gimmicky offense can make it interesting. I think so. Give me Pitt. I think Pitt's live on the money line because what if Florida State's just flat?
That's been the most shocking. Like, you go back and watch what Florida State looked like against Alabama, and now what the offense looked like against Miami.
How is
hard to bet on either one of these?
How is Narduzzi historically done down in Florida?
He's got friends. He's got friends down there. The Italians.
I guess I'm just a little worried about. I'm still damaged by that Pitt collapse to Louisville at home. I get it; they're starting a different quarterback, but he's making his first road start. Don't we always look to fade guys making their first road start? You have a Saudi Arabia State coming off a loss here.
Colby makes a good point though. That offense,
they were there. Okay. Shit, they won the last 2 times they were there. The last 2 times in Tallahassee, they won 41-17 and 37-17. Now,
so we're taking a freshman on the road making his first start in Tallahassee.
Well, that's you're gambling on that with what if Florida State is quit? You know what I mean? Like that's the risk. We saw this a year ago. They went 2-10. They were talent-wise, they were much better than 2-10.
It's true. That Castellanos though, I still like him. I'm gonna take. I'll go Pitt, but I'm not. I'm a little nervous about this game.
It's Narduzzi with some points.
Yeah,
that's the situation. You like Narduzzi. He's not. Well, be careful. He's not Tomlin.
So Kramer, you're on Pitt as well.
Yes.
All right, but you just say Florida State. So.
I think you would do well fading Florida State after the Miami game in general.
Yeah, that's probably good. The letdown spot's probably the biggest factor here.
Yes. Next up, Indiana heads out to Eugene to take on Oregon. 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Oregon laying 7.5. Telling you to take Oregon right there. minus 290 on the money line. Indiana plus 245. 55 is the total. Just continuing the hits of Italian coaches in college football. Colby, we can't. Are we taking the dog here? Because my instincts and the spread seem to be telling me to take the favorite.
No, I'm with. We're laying it. Okay. I don't like any of these. You just saw Penn State lose at UCLA. All right, any of these in the
Pac-12 is good. They just bring the Pac-12 back together. For
the college
sake.
Football NFL is the Big Ten, right? Where you all these dumbass teams traveling across the whole United States, right? They lose for the most part. Look at it. I mean, Washington was down 20-0. They got out of there 20. Scoring 24 unanswered in the fourth, but. This is something we don't have that much data on it yet, but I think it's going to continue to look great. You see it in the NFL. You see it like historically in the NFL or the NBA. This is a smash spot with Oregon. I know they had a bye week, but I don't care. I don't care. Give me the Ducks.
Yeah, and Indiana as a dog has not been good in the Cignetti era. Not a situation you see them in a lot, but also since 2023. What are they? 8-2-1 ATS against ranked opponents. This is a smash spot. Quack, quack, quack.
Do you know what Oregon shit I'm gonna get
done? Kramer, you're genuinely scared of the Indiana fan base?
I'm gonna get so much.
You're gonna take Indiana?
No,
you should.
No, I can't.
For your own safety.
You know what? I've been getting so angry, like old man angry, at the fact that they broke up the Pac-12 as the Pac-12 was entering
finally
a
when
golden
they get good.
era. There's so many good teams in the Pac-12. Like all of the former Pac-12 teams, for the most part,
how funny
are doing
was it
better than they were when they were in the Pac-12.
Lincoln Riley complaining about the start time of his game. Oh well, yeah, the latest start time at home against Michigan State. Now we have a 9 a.m. kickoff our time. Like, yeah, well, you guys, USC was a big part of breaking up.
They were the one that blew it up. It was them, specifically them.
Now you got to go get your ass kicked by Illinois.
Yeah, I think
the audacity to complain is like, I get the coaches aren't, but they are to some degree.
I mean, they're getting those big salaries. I mean, that big house he got as part of his USC deal.
Kramer, what are you doing?
Oh, of course I'm on Oregon. Like I said, my instincts.
Quack.
Interesting to see how much of the bet splits are on Indiana. Indiana could be a
public dog,
flea covered public dog. Another 12:30 start here on the West Coast. We're heading to South Bend, Indiana, for an NC State squad coming to town. Notre Dame laying 23. Sean minus 2150 on the money line. NC State 12-1 in a single football game. 60.5 is the total. Notre Dame. They got some work to do. Not an ideal start to the season. Certainly, they got to blow out an NC State team to keep their hopes alive. NC State, complete trash team. Wondering why we're up talking about this game, Sean. Colby, explain.
I said this one could have been cut, but Colby, why are we talking about NC State getting 20+ points against Notre Dame?
Well, they have a better record than Notre Dame.
Well, I mean,
but cool. I mean, we got burned. Boise should have covered that.
That was
brutal. That was
brutal. But Notre Dame's defense seems to have gotten better. I mean, Notre Dame's defense looked horrible. I mean, letting up 41 to Texas A&M, who's obviously good, but even 30 to Purdue. Then they seem to figure it out against Arkansas a little bit. Seem to figure it out at home against Boise State. This feels like a smash spot for Notre Dame. Maybe this is right on the backdoor edge, but I'll take Notre Dame laying the 23.
Oh, it's the classic. The head coach was feeling some heat. He's a defensive guy. Guess who started going to more defensive meetings? I think this is just I think that I'm sure that's been. I mean, I see a little bit of reporting about it, but I mean, also Colby put this here so he could talk shit about the Pussy Pack and use his Pussy Pack logo. Well, he likes his Pussy Pack logo.
NC State would have always, like in their whole history against Notre Dame, covered this number. So I'll take them to cover them.
Oh no!
It's a little too ridiculous.
No, stop! What is this?
Give me the Pussy Pack and the points. Notre Dame's that Boise score is a little deceiving. Little deceiving.
Colby standing in front of the TV with a ticket on the pussy pack is like walking in on Buffalo Bill, full dress mode. Where you're just like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm taking Notre Dame with Sean. You're crazy.
Yeah, they suck.
I think Notre Dame's on a mission right now. They're gonna beat some asses. Oklahoma, Texas, 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Why are they starting the Red River handshake so late, Colby? Texas laying one, -120 on the money line. Oklahoma even money. 43 is the total.
The corn dog 10 at the fair. They couldn't. They didn't want to compete. Doesn't it have something to do with the fair, Colby? The start time?
No, it used to be earlier. It used
TV
to be
execs. It's always a noon kick.
Yeah, I was gonna say it used to always be a noon kick. It was like 11 o'clock local, and now it's come on, this is ridiculous. People aren't gonna know how to your point on the fair food. When do I get my funnel cake? When I
fried Oreos?
It's gonna screw everything up. This is another one where on one hand, I fully understand probably why Texas is favored because it's an obvious time to take them after losing that game in the swamp. But
and Mateer,
yeah, the Mateer news is tough to handicap because he's 17 days removed from surgery on his throwing hand. Now it seems like he might try and make it a go, but I feel like they're gonna hold him out last second. If I had to guess, Colby, do you think he plays?
When he first had surgery, they didn't think he'd be back by now. So I'm going to say no, but I don't care. I don't think Texas is good. No. I don't think they're good. So Oklahoma's defense, I think, first off, I think Hawkins is better than Arch. So I don't think Steve Sarkisian's I think he's the most overrated coach in the country. Like the people, how many times you turn on TV and you say, well, he's the best play caller. That's why Nick Saban had him. He's the best play caller. I think that's just a bullshit thing to say. Sooners, I think they're the better team. Just in almost every angle that you look at it. I think they have a better offensive line. I think they have better wideouts. I think they have.
They're a better team. Yeah. I mean, why is Mateer in the running for Heisman? Yes, he's been playing well, but they also have a very good team around him. So
and let's not forget Texas embarrassed them last year, 34-3, because Oklahoma was on their backup quarterback. Well, Oklahoma might be on the backup quarterback, but he's better than Arch Manning.
I honestly hope Mateer doesn't play and the line goes up to like Oklahoma +3, and you get a little better price on that money line because Oklahoma's winning this game. Now, I kind of don't want to see Mateer out there if he's dealing with this hand issue. That's going to cause fumbling. His throws are going to be off. Like I'd rather just play they're doing fine without him. So,
and this is the Red River Shootout, the classic Mike Leach dropped the fake playbook.
That was a great story. R.I.P. Go back and listen to some of the Mike Leach episodes. They're classics. If you're thinking like, oh, it's not going to pertain. Literally nothing. That's none of the. I
don't think anything we talk about is topical news.
It's all like him, or even the memorial episode we did with all the great clips. Highly recommend it. But him talking about having a pet raccoon who naturally
getting swallowed by a whale.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good stuff. Kramer, what are you doing?
Sark,
you're a big
2-10
guy.
versus top 10 teams at Texas.
He was whining about, oh, you got to go play in the swamp and win. Pussy.
I've been saying this forever, man. They should have lost to Arizona State in the playoffs. The guy was at Washington, USC, and Texas, 3 places that all have national championships before him, and played for many more. And to me, like, okay, he's gotten them a little bit better. I think it's more about their athletic director, Chris Del Conte. He's very good. So they would have been good whoever they hired at head coach. I don't think he's that good of a football coach.
I mean, Texas is like, they have the most money, or maybe not the most, but they have enough money to compete with anyone. Those pictures of like the Ferraris and shit outside of their like recruiting headquarters. I mean, all right. So I went, I saw that the coaches out in Oklahoma were talking, went and watched the full press conference. I would say that almost 100%, I would say that Mateer is not playing. And I think this line probably indicates that he's not playing.
So maybe it goes up a little bit if he's ruled out, but probably not a ton.
But it's early in the week. So naturally there will be some like, oh shit, he's not going to play. I think you have to take Oklahoma. Arch has not been. Arch hasn't been even average in college football.
He sucks.
If you look at a lot of advanced numbers, he is bottom 10%. And we're talking about, I mean, there are some bad offenses out there. So I feel bad for Arch, but I don't know what they do.
Why
now.
do you feel bad for him? He's like the least guy I feel bad for.
Well, you're right. I don't feel no, you're right.
I'm rich, bitch.
I don't feel bad for him, but like his chance of success was so low. And it's going like
all he could do is have an amazing season and meet expectations.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like I still think back to those first pick in the draft odds of like 2-1 Archman.
I mean, he was like plus 250 to win the Heisman.
It's like, no, insane. That's not going to happen. Give me Oklahoma.
Yeah. Smash it.
I don't get Texas in general. They just don't. That Florida team is really not good at all. Arkansas heads to Knoxville to take on Tennessee. 1:15 p.m. here on the West Coast. Tennessee laying 12 minus 460 on the money line. Arkansas, Woo Pig Suey plus 370. 68 is the total. I keep seeing these major media outlets consider the Arkansas job is open. Colby, explain that one to me. I thought Bobby was working the phones.
Yeah, these bozos don't know what they're doing because you got Road Rash Face as your head coach, and that's why they're going to win this outright. Everything, the narrative will change when Road Rash Face comes into Neyland and wins outright.
Oh hell yeah!
Kalen Green going to expose that defense. What are they? 106th in pass defense right now, and you got the 17th best pass defense coming in. 2 weeks to prep. Road Rash Face all day. Give me the points. Let's go.
I mean, Petrino has just been sitting there going on these long motorcycle rides, thinking about the plays he's drawing up.
Job interview.
Yeah. I mean,
now the flip side of that argument is Arkansas's defense, pass defense, 114th. Tennessee's pass offense third, but they fired their defensive coordinator and a bunch of their defensive staff. So I think you might see some shit you haven't seen on tape yet. Let's go.
Kramer, I assume you're riding with the
it's
gang.
a job
there.
interview game.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
Tennessee and Go Beavs in the chat pointing out Tennessee look ahead to Bama next week. If you needed extra motivation to look to fade them,
Colby, any chance Bobby Petrino and Josh Heupel have like any sort of standing beefs?
Well, probably. I mean, I feel like Heupel was he was the OC at Missouri, while Petrino was the head coach at Missouri State. So there's probably something they probably battled over abroad, something or a recruit. I don't know. But right. Arkansas, Bobby Petrino got him last year too. So you could say revenge game, but I just think he's better. It's Road Rash Face. Let's go.
Yeah, it was always going to be Road Rash Face.
Job interview game.
Now we'll see if they end up winning this, then he might be an auto fade the next week. But this is the get up spot. This is you want a job for life or at least a good 5 years maybe. You go into Knoxville and take down the Tennessee Volunteers.
Interim
Tennessee. This is not when you want to play Arkansas.
Interim head coaches are doing all right so far.
They are on a good run.
I mean, one of them, a new play caller was carried off a field, which is. That's an unheard of fade situation we're looking at.
Colby, let's put together a little Underdog pick'em entry over on Underdog Fantasy. Promo code SGPN. Of course, you can play $5. You can get $100 in bonus funds. You can win up to 5,000 extra money.
Oh my God!
I still got some Boost-tobers left.
Really?
Yes.
Let me see if I got any.
Colby, what do we like in college football this week?
Well, Kramer was just talking about Jerry Neuheisel getting carried off the field at the Rose Bowl in front of 7 people. One of the greatest field storms of all time, by the way. Let me see if I can pull that up.
Decker was in the house for that.
Yeah, he said there were like 5 people running on. There's a security guard trying to like tackle a 7-year-old girl. That's really funny.
Decker goes, "Well, I'm pretty sure I could have jumped on the field and gotten off as looking like a coach."
Yeah, he does have an assistant coach vibe.
I have it somewhere here. But while we wait for that, look, fade Nico, rushing the ball, 59.5 rushing yards. Look, they've been partying all week.
Oh yeah.
Neuheisel's think he's hot shit, and now he's got to go to the East Coast time zone, take it to East Lansing. No.
It's a great fade.
Give me Michigan State to shut them down on that. So I'll take the lower there.
Okay.
On
59
the rush yards.
Yeah. 59.5 rush yards for Nico. I'm a leaving to Spartan, the Michigan Spartans there. Lower 59.5. What's the other play we're pairing with it, Colby?
Well, look, ever since Jake Retzlaff got ass, he's been on a tear, right?
He has been.
And he's in New Orleans. And look,
but you call me. This is I don't know.
No, I like this. Can
we let him pick?
Yeah. It's an ass-based handicap,
but it's going up against ECU. I feel like he should stay away from ECU games. But where do you do?
I'm taking the higher on 56.5 rush yards because
I knew what he was doing.
I think you look. He's had multiple games. Go back to the Duke game. He has like a 70-yard touchdown rushing the ball in that game. I know ECU's defense is good, but it's a little bit of fool's gold. Some of that is schedule. So I will take the higher 56.5 rush yards.
All righty. $100 entry returns you $300 over an Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is gonna bet you with props, sides, picks, totals. They got it all, and you can always build your own model. Shout out to Fluff Bothwell making the graphic. Love me some Fluff. All-time great college football nickname and all-time great college football product. Rhythm. Again, Rhythm continues to crush it in college football. They got great for props too. There's not a lot of great data tools out there for the college football prop market. Rhythm does an incredible job, and it's really fun. You can build your own model, and if you track your picks with Rhythm, you don't even have to be a paid user. You can win up to $1,000 just for tracking 5 picks over on the Rhythm app. Let's see, what are their? I got my own models firing away here, but what are some of their favorite plays here? Let's see. We didn't. Okay, here you go. San Diego State, Nevada. We didn't talk about this, but they like the over 41.5. I was impressed with San Diego State's passing,
slinging the rock.
They were really firing it all around. 41.5. I agree with Rhythm. That feels a little low. They like the over. I like it too. And I, of course, like getting 25% off when you download the app. Promo code SGPN25.
Okay, moving along.
Hang on here. Hang on. I will.
Oh, what happened?
Colby wants to get the storming video.
Oh.
Well, you got to honor the teams that storm, even if sometimes maybe things not working out for you. You've had a bad season, but if you got to, as long as you have just a few faithful. But I was disappointed to hear that Decker did not storm, but
he did.
Yeah, you can see, look at the guy with the little girl, and then the guy like goes to grab her, and he's like, "She's 8, don't touch her." Look at the little kids running by. This is an endearing storm field.
Looks like a concert
storm
at the
in the field. Yeah. Well,
sorry about that. That was loud. It took me a second to find the volume.
Jesus.
I mean, who's watching the charcuterie while you're storming the field?
Look at that crowd. It's packed.
The little kids storming's great.
Look at this guy. Look at
you
that.
You don't see a lot of father-son or father-daughter storming of the fields.
Look at this guy just blast on through the camera shot here.
Shout out to the girl dads.
Well done, Colby. All right. Moving along. So Florida coming off a nice, very predictable win. If you listen to this program,
that money line saved my day.
Now they head to the land of parades and cheer military. Texas A&M, which someone told me, I got a DM that said back off, making fun of Texas A&M.
You're not going to get invited to the midnight yell, right?
Oh shit! I've always wanted to yell at midnight. Texas
like football and we're Ewing cheers.
Hut hike. Texas A&M -7.5 here. Another obvious spot to me. -280 on the money line. Florida coming off that big win +235. 46.5 is the total. Just I feel like the coach. I feel like Elko is going to be able to figure this this formula out pretty easily on the defensive side of the ball. So it probably seems like a bigger number with the Florida defense, but this is very clear to me. Texas A&M lay it.
Oh, they're going to turn DJ Lagway over early and often. This Texas A&M defense at home is is very good, and you're fading Florida off a upset win against Texas at the Swamp, and even Lagway like tried to give the game away towards the end there. This is a smash spot for Texas A&M. Colby, am I missing anything?
No, I'm with you too. I'm a little fascinated. Florida's defensive line's played really good, but Texas A&M might have the best offensive line in the country. So I'm fascinated by that matchup. But I think you nailed it with Lagway, even though he is from Texas, which maybe he's trying to make a big point of coming home here. But I haven't seen enough offensively to feel confident that they can go into College Station. This is still what is this? His second or third road start. So I mean, to me, that's something that takes a little bit there. So give me the Aggies, lay it.
I mean, up until the start of this season, Lagway was being mocked as the number one pick overall in the 2027 NFL draft. Sean,
yeah,
who's Lagway? His name is DJ Lagalele.
Lagalele, DJ Lagalele, not going to work here anymore.
I mean,
shout out to Office Space. For the younger listeners, they might not know that reference.
Do you think
it's so good?
I think if you're under 30, there's a chance you haven't seen Office Space.
Dude, there's a lot of comedies that I love, but they just don't hold up 30 years later or 25 years later. Office Space, I still feel like is spot on.
Yeah,
it ages like a fine wine.
Office Space, Big Lebowski, Super Troopers, they all age really well. Old School, another one. Classic. Very solid. Michigan heading out to Los Angeles, take on USC. USC laying 2.5, -137 on the money line. Michigan +117. 58 is the total. This one kicks at 4:30 p.m. out here on the West Coast. I mean, this is another East or somewhat Eastern team, Central-ish, heading out to the Pac-12 country. Colby.
You see, they came out on Monday or Tuesday. Jim Harbaugh let them have their practice facility.
Son of a bitch!
See, sneaky bastards, probably sleeping in their bunk beds. All right.
Well, you shouldn't use the training facility if you've seen the Chargers' injuries.
Yeah.
Don't hang out with the medical staff. I mean, my God, the Chargers are such a cursed team.
Well, also that's the medical staff that stabbed Tyrod.
Yeah, they've not had a good run.
They lost that big lawsuit recently. They probably had to make some cuts.
It's a mistake.
Unfortunately, a little worser stab for the old crocodile hunter. I like Michigan here. I mean, first off, it's fading USC, which I like. To your point, Ryan, I think there's going to be a ton of Michigan alumni out here. And how do you win on the road? You don't turn the ball over and you don't commit penalties. Michigan's only turned the ball over 3 times this season. They only had 1 penalty against Wisconsin. They've only had 20 all year. Their run defense is very good. I understand if you're taking USC, but I like Michigan here. I think this is I guess the case for USC is they have 2 weeks to prepare here. They're obviously going to be up for this game, but I like Michigan to ugly this game up a little bit and get the win and at least the cover here with 2.5. Colby, what are you doing?
I'm all over USC, man. These East Coast time zone teams coming to the West, and then Bryce Underwood. So he's got 2 road starts in his career at Oklahoma, where he was 9 of 24 for 142 yards. Against Nebraska, where they just bodied them on the line of scrimmage, he had 105 yards in the air. That they're too one-dimensional, and USC actually, I know it sounds crazy, but I think it's Oklahoma's D line's awesome, but USC's D line is a lot better than Nebraska's. They'll be able to stop the run, and I got the Trojans getting it.
Kramer, what are you doing here?
You shouldn't fade the Pac-12 and Pac-12 country, Sean. What have you not been paying attention?
So you're laying the 2.5 here.
Yeah, that rule doesn't apply to college. Okay. As you know, of course, you're very sharp. 4:30 p.m. I'm on USC minus the 2.5. This is Colby highlighted the case as to why it's a potential lock. Georgia, Auburn a 3.5 point home dog here. 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast. +150 on the money line. UGA -170. 46.5 is the total. I mean, Colby, what's where's the stock at with Auburn?
It's gonna be good after they storm because they're winning this thing on the money line. Look, this is the one that saves his job, right? I mean, Georgia's owned them in the Kirby Smart era. Hugh Strip Club Freeze has got to get one of these. This offense has been fucking terrible. Remember, I don't know if it's just he played Oklahoma and A&M. Two awesome defenses.
No, I thought they because I had Oklahoma when they played them in Stillwater there, and then we were on the contest play for Texas A&M, so I watched a lot of this Auburn. I think this Auburn team is pretty good. They've just had a very difficult schedule, back-to-back road games at Oklahoma, at Texas A&M. I mean, who cares about the ratings? But that's number 6 and number 5th team in the nation according to the polls. But now you're back at home here. You can certainly hang around with Georgia. It feels like in a massive get up spot for them.
Yeah, no, I think they win this thing. I think Georgia just hasn't looked as good.
Yeah.
And to me, they got very fortunate to get the game at Tennessee. I think Auburn is probably better than Tennessee in my mind. So I will take Auburn to get this one. First
Kramer?
one in a minute too, I think.
Yeah, I like Auburn a lot here.
They got Lane and Ole Miss coming up too. So yeah, I think unfortunately it seems like my Georgia conference winning ticket will not be coming in this year. It's shocking how bad their defense is. I don't get it.
It's not a normal Kirby Smart defense.
It hasn't looked like it can take,
especially on the road.
So I'll regret this. I don't have a good record betting on Hugh Freeze teams. So just FYI for those who are looking to take Auburn. Fun home dog spot. Kansas, Texas Tech. We're heading to Lubbock, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast, where Texas Tech is becoming one of my new favorite college football teams since Virginia Tech's not being serious this year. Texas Tech laying 15, minus 615 on the money line. Kansas plus 465. 59 is the total, putting me in a real rock hard place situation because I like both these teams. But Texas Tech messed around last week with their food, and they still got the cover.
Yeah,
no problem.
This Texas Tech team, I'm kind of kicking myself for not having a ticket on them to win the Natty. Like after that Utah game, should have plunked down some cash. It's still a decent price. You can maybe find 30 to 1, but I don't know the physicality of this Texas Tech defensive line. And Kansas has been fun. I like Jalen Daniels, but I don't know, man. They're a little soft, and now you're going on the road. This feels like a smash spot for Texas Tech. Colby, what are you doing here?
I'm on the Jayhawks, man. I think Texas Tech. Well, you look at it. It came out later. Kyle Whittingham, Dampier didn't play or practice that whole week. So it's like, shout out to Texas Tech. They looked great that game, but we had no idea that Utah's best player barely even. Yeah. So who have they beat besides that? Pine Bluff, Kent State, Oregon State, and Houston. Okay, we were on Texas Tech against Houston, but Houston, I do think, is not nearly on that level yet under Willie Fritz. I think Kansas is going to be able to score the ball some, and I actually think the Leipold option that he runs can make. So Texas Tech went out and bought great defensive linemen. Some of those ends, 2 of those ends, I think will be in the NFL. But what's the one thing that kind of slows that down? I think would be a Leipold offense, where to me, it's curious, or I'm curious to see how he uses Daniels, because I feel like he hasn't been running him as much. But I think this is a game he has to run him more. But I think it's just too many points. I know Kansas defense is shit, and Texas Tech will probably get what they want.
This is a problem.
But
and the Utah. Go ahead.
This is clearly the best offense, because knowing that Dampier was injured, this is clearly the best offense Texas Tech has played, though.
Yeah, but what was impressive about that was that they dominated the offensive line at Utah, and I think that's what stood out to me. And I think I've watched and had Heisman tickets on Daniels enough years to know that when he gets pressured and gets sped up,
had like 5 tickets on him.
It's been a long ride, but he when he gets sped up, he can quickly turn into a pumpkin and make things go bad to worse. I'm gonna lay it here. I'm spitting with this Texas Tech.
And I guess you could say Texas Tech is looking ahead to Arizona State, but I think Kansas looking ahead to K-State is the bigger look ahead if I had to rate those two.
I don't think you're looking past Texas Tech.
All right. I'm just saying, if you do have a rivalry game coming up,
it's a fair point. Hard to know you. I mean, it's hard to look past the team that is a $65 million roster or whatever. BYU heading to Arizona, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, where Arizona is a 2.5 point home dog, plus 115 on the money line. BYU minus 135. 48 is the total. This is a lot of temptation for those BYU kids down in Tucson.
Oh, Gronk's going to be down there and hooking them up. Hey, you guys want to come to a party?
Just Gronk shirtless with a super soaker.
I mean, if Gronk wants to help the Arizona football team, he just needs whatever football team is coming to town. Like the night before, take him out on the town. Yeah. Gronk shows you the campus. You get hammered with Gronk.
Pass out a bunch of Molly.
Yeah, whatever the kids are doing these days, get them all drained for the game tomorrow. I'm taking Arizona here. This BYU team, I don't know if I can trust them as a road favorite. I like Arizona here as a little home dog. I mean, BYU got backdoored, and they have Utah coming up next. So I'll take Arizona here as a small dog. Colby, what do you like here?
Yeah, I like Arizona too. I mean, BYU is 2-0 on the road, but you know the ECU game, ECU's coaches couldn't get out of their own way, and then the Colorado game, I actually think that was more about Colorado giving away that game than it was BYU winning it. This is where I think that it catches up to them. BYU loves to run the ball, 15th in the nation. Arizona top 25 rush defense under Danny Gonzalez. He runs that 3-3-5 Rocky Long shit that I think can really confuse a young quarterback, freshman quarterback. So give me the Wildcats at home.
Kramer.
Yeah, this is in the black book, right under the fade Narduzzi as a favorite. Fade BYU and Utah the week before they play each other.
Good transition to our next game.
Yes, because that's the Utes of Utah. Arizona State coming to town, catching 6 points, plus 190 on the money line. Utah minus 220. 49 is the total. Nice 7-15 kick here on the West Coast. I mean, I don't really know where I'm at with this Arizona State team, or Utah. Honestly, I feel like I came into the season wanting to be very much into both of these teams, and at least with Utah, I've taken a step back. Colby, are we laying the points here with this Utah team?
Yeah, I mean the only way we lose this is if maybe their most important player hasn't practiced all week and we don't know about it.
We can't trust this program with this guy.
He's done this to us a lot, dude. Remember that Thursday night Washington State game? Yeah.
That's what they do. They just trick you with injuries.
Liars.
It's tough because I wanna fade Utah looking ahead to BYU, but I mean, this is in Salt Lake at night, and Utah has just been so good historically at home in these spots, which is scaring me.
Give me Arizona State.
And Dillingham, as much as I like them, clearly this is not the same magical team as last year, but I still think they can cover the 6. I'll go ASU, but Colby, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I'll take Utah here too. If you so Arizona State's been on the road twice. They lost to Mississippi State, even though
that was a great game.
That was a great game. They probably should have won that thing, but at the same time, they beat Baylor in a game they probably should have lost to Baylor. I think Utah's the best of any of those teams, and this is one of the harder environments. And if as long as we know Dampier is healthy, which I think he is healthier than Texas Tech,
you can't trust him.
I'm taking them. This is it. Utah, lay it. Let's go.
No, yeah, they're playing BYU next week. We just talked about this. You weren't paying attention.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lock this up or play the money line because just Utah at home is so scary at night in this spot. But I can't take them the week before they're playing BYU. Time for the lock, dog, and tease presented by MyBookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. Kramer, do we stick to our plan last week, or last week Colby went first with the locks?
How did it go?
And I didn't like that. I didn't like that one.
Yeah,
Colby. I hit?
Colby went 2-1 on his locks. I went 1-2 on my locks. I got boned by Vanderbilt. I did hit Florida on the money line. I did hit my tease. You also hit your tease, Ryan. You went 2-1 on your locks. Did not hit your dog.
But we went under 500 in the contest.
We did. And
So
I feel like contest is how we grade.
I'll get back to going first.
All right, back in the captain's chair. What do you like?
There were some spots that seemed obvious, so we'll just rapid fire. I told myself I wouldn't be influenced by either of you two idiots.
Okay.
So the spots are as follows: number 1, Texas A&M laying the 7.5.
Damn it.
Number 2, Oklahoma.
Damn it.
Number 3, Missouri plus the points.
And they're getting
3
at home. Okay. What's your dog?
For my dog. Do you believe in miracles? Give me Illinois plus 500 on the money line.
Wow.
For my tease, let's tease Texas Tech down to -9.
Okay.
Let's get Auburn up to plus 9.5.
Okay.
I really want to. We're not going to do that. Oregon down to 1.5. Oregon close to a lock also.
But you don't want to. You're scared of Indiana.
I wish I mean,
you're scared. It's all right.
I am scared after what happened to poor Mark Sanchez.
That Uber guy had it coming.
Yeah, DoorDash.
Or whatever, the grease delivery guy.
DoorDash. So much bad reporting. Yeah. So Texas Tech, Oregon, and Auburn in the team.
Auburn up to 9.5.
Yes.
All righty. For me,
and we have to remember to do a parlay this week.
Yes,
Sean forgot last week. He's very sorry.
Oh man, you stole my Texas A&M. That was my play. I'll go with
you can still use it.
I'm not scared. Give me Oregon -7.5. You know my name. You know where the streets can find me.
I
post
like
it up at the Circa.
I might have to bet that this week.
Other lock. Give me. So I got Oregon -7.5. That's a lock. I do like Texas Tech -15, but Colby made a compelling case. Maybe talked me out of it.
Colby's been wrong before.
Yeah, that's true. I got to factor that in.
It's rare, but yeah, it happens.
It happens a lot on Friday nights.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, I had New Mexico money line. What are you talking about?
That was a great one.
Yeah, I saw you faded Brown like an idiot. Juicy money line right there, Colby plus 620. Come on.
Well, that was a game we actually benedicted.
Of course.
Well, the line went above 2 touchdowns. I didn't call for money line.
Oh, so you liked it at 13.5. When it went to 14.5, you switched.
Give me Arkansas.
Actually, I couldn't get picks in, dude. On the thing that was broken. No. Yeah.
Arkansas +12. Woo pig suey. They keep that a game. Yikes. And then for my other bonus lock, yeah. Just keep fading Texas. This is insane. Although maybe wait a little. You probably can bet it later. Well, I do think Mateer is going to be at, and you might get a little juicier price on the money line. But I'll take Oklahoma +1 for my money line dog. Ooh, it's between Auburn and Arizona, and I'll take Arizona. No, you know what? Give me Auburn. Huge strip club freeze. Let's go. This is his time to shine. Feels like a great fade spot of Georgia. Auburn on the money line +150 for my tease. Give me Texas Tech down to -9. Give me
great tease right there.
Give me Fresno State -0.5 against Colorado State. That was also potential lock.
That's unique.
And then give me Michigan to 8.5. Oh, Colby, what do you got?
No.
Let's lock up Oklahoma.
Oh, all three of us
could go wrong.
Yeah,
we'll just make that the consensus.
The
right
dog.
Now.
I was gonna go with Auburn, but hold on. Let me.
You can go with Auburn.
All right, let's keep it with Auburn.
Yeah.
The other lock, let's go. Or the other 2 locks, let's go with Washington, of course.
Oh, really? You like Washington that much, huh?
And
even
USC against Michigan.
So you got Washington 10.5 and USC -2.5. What about your tease, Colby?
All right, the tease. Let's. Who are we kidding here? Let's bring the pussy pack up to 29.
I'm really disappointed Colby didn't take Bobby Petrino on the money line. That is It's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean that's a good one. I
get it. You want to hit a dog. You know I'm hot.
Yeah, I keep giving you guys these dogs, and you guys get the cash, and while I go for the big ones.
Colby has been big game hunting. If you look at his prices, Air Force almost got there.
Oh my god, dude! Don't get me started on that fucking game.
And what was the
field goal?
What was the one the week before? Air Force, and then you had
what week 5? Who was it?
You had
Iowa. The fucking quarterback doesn't get injured. Yeah. We win that. But yeah, NC State Pussy Pack plus 29.
Why?
How many people in America are teasing NC State?
Why?
Let's take where are we at here? Let's go Washington down to 4.5.
Okay.
And let's take let's go Kansas up to 21.
All righty. For a parlay, I think we gotta put Arkansas money line in the parlay. I think Arkansas Auburn parlay. That is a nice juicy one.
And they're both scumbags. And
yes.
That's what's great.
The scumbag parlay.
Strip club freeze.
The philandering parlay.
Right? The coach from a hospital bed.
Yeah. The don't check their state issued phones parlay. Arkansas and Auburn on the money line. Oh, these are fantastic. 2 guys, 2 peas in a pod. That's going to pay out pretty sweet.
Let's see. I'm
going to put that in over on my bookie right now, Ryan.
Yeah.
Tell me what that parlay is.
All right.
The scumbag parlay is awesome. Can we? I'm trying to think if there's any other teams we can add to it, but I don't think anyone's on that level.
Keep it small.
Don't overthink it.
That's where you get in trouble.
So it's a plus 150 with a plus 370.
Yeah, let me see.
Here's why the SEC will always be cooler than the Big Ten. Because Hugh Freeze, who was once not allowed, like I said, Sankey wouldn't even let him be on Saban's staff, right? Like as a not even a coordinator, just a deep on the staff, right? They don't trust him with a cell phone, but he's in charge of 120 players and coaches. But and then Road Rash Face, they were like, no, he's got to go. They fire him because of that scandal, and then he's back at that same very school as the head coach. That's why you got to love the SEC. The Big Ten.
There's a statute of limitations. Yeah, of course there's not. I mean, also the Big Ten stopped playing football when they had an opportunity to. So
nice juicy 10-1, even a little bit higher.
I was going to say plus 1075 is what I'm.
Let's go. Just got it in mybookie.ag promo code SGPN. Kramer, you're first up for the contest selection.
A&M,
Texas A&M minus 7.5. I will go with. I wonder if Colby's going to go Oklahoma. I'll go Oregon.
I think we should almost just put Oklahoma in the consensus because we all three locked it up.
I like that. All right, so that's a consensus. That's off the board. Colby, what do you want next?
USC minus 2.5.
Oh.
Great pick. I like these too many.
Those pussies. Colby or Kramer, what do you got for your second?
Give me Missouri plus 3.
Missouri plus 3. I will go.
Someone's gonna take a dog on this card.
Arkansas plus 12.
Ooh.
I also could take Auburn plus 3.5, but I'll go Arkansas. Colby, what are you doing for the final play for our college football contest?
Auburn.
Beautiful. That's a good formula for us.
4 dogs, 3 favorites.
Yep. Well, who knows what Oklahoma will actually be at? That'll be interesting. But it should be. They should be a dog.
I think it's unlikely we're going to get news that will drive it. I mean, if it's not a favorite now, I guess I'm.
Yeah, now that I think it's probably they'll be like a 2-point dog, maybe. I mean, I guess I'd be surprised if it gets up to 3.
Let's see. I can.
If Oklahoma gets to 3, I feel like they get pounded.
No, there's no. That's why I don't think that's happening. Texas. So according to this, it opened at 3 and already got pounded. So.
All right. So officially our contest plays Texas A&M minus 7.5, Oregon minus 7.5, USC fight on minus 2.5, Missouri plus 3, Arkansas plus 12, Auburn plus 3.5, Oklahoma plus 1, the scumbag parlay, Arkansas and Auburn on the money line. Thank you everyone for tuning in as always.
I think I'm going to bet each one of these 7 sides this week.
Let's go.
I've been doing 4 college sides at the Circa. think we might.
I don't know if I can bet on USC. That's just it's a
yeah.
little personally gross, but I'll trust Colby's here.
I got a national championship ticket on them.
What are you, a UCLA booster now? What are you talking about?
I mean, I know you guys stand with Mark Sanchez and that great institution, the type of players they put out, but no thanks for me. I have morals.
OJ Simpson was innocent.
Yeah.
I mean, you
must have quit. If the glove does not fit, you must have quit, Sean.
Was this guy a waiter? Is there like a USC connection?
You literally just put in a Auburn Arkansas moneyline parlay. Where are your morals at?
No, well, that's different. They're not attacking innocent grease truck drivers.
That woman wasn't driving; she was in the sidecar.
It's a real shame Johnny Cochran isn't alive, because Mark Sanchez would have had the chance to do the funniest thing ever. Can you imagine if he trots out Johnny Cochran? Oh man! All right,
He hired like Indianapolis's Johnny Cochran potentially.
Okay.
Did he? I didn't see that.
No, I don't. He hired some sort of noteworthy defense.
They should get the guy who on Seinfeld who played the Johnny Cochran lookalike. That would have been awesome. All right, great show as always. Make sure you check out Colby and the college football experience. College basketball right around the corner. And subscribe over on Spotify. Toss us 5 stars. Answering all your comments and questions over there. And tomorrow night, talking National Football League. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean Second the Money Green. He's Ryan.
Oh, feel good about these picks, Sean.
Kramer, let it ride.